Off the top at 6, calls for action as the immigration battle heats up across South Florida. Public outrage is intensifying. Protesters want the federal government to close detention centers like the one in Homestead.
Local officials toured that facility today. CBS 4's Joan Murray is there live with details on their demands. Joan?
Well, this was billed as a call to action nationally, protest here and throughout the country. Now, this is an independently run center housing close to 3,000 teenagers. The congressional delegation that came here today was trying to get an assessment of conditions, and they came away with a less than favorable review. After touring the Homestead migrant youth shelter for some 90 minutes, a delegation of Democratic congressmen and women emerged with an unfavorable review.
It's crowded. It's noisy. We heard the children, but they would not let us see the children. And so it was like 12 bunks for 12 children in a small room, when the last time I came it was for 4 children.
What I saw in there is not anything that I would want for my children. And if I don't want it for my children, then it's not okay for anyone else's children. God help us all. God help us all if this is what Americans do.
It's estimated there are 2,700 children here between the ages of 13 and 17.
What is it going to take to comply with the law, have these children reunited with their sponsors, their family members, within the 20 days? That is the law.
And there were other calls for action in South Florida, a protest in front of the Miramar Immigration Center, and another group demonstrated in front of Senator Marco Rubio's office.
We want all of our leaders to stand up to this crisis. First of all, close those kiddie camps, take that funding, mitigate the crisis at the border, and reallocate what is happening.
They need to re-engineer the process. They need to remanage it. They need to get these kids out faster. They're starting to cut down the number of days, but 26 days on average at this facility is not good enough.
And that's what this group said. They will go back to Washington to fight to get children moved out of shelters like this one quicker, and to also make sure there's more oversight to make sure all the children are being treated fairly. The operator of this private center, Caliburn, has said that the physical and emotional well-being of all the children is a primary concern. In Homestead today, Joan Murray, CBS 4 News.